Hello everyone and welcome back to my little cozy corner of the world. It's your girl JD Bug. Who else would it be? Now listen, as a visual novel enthusiast, specialist, whatever the case may be, you guys know I had to take a look at this game, alright? Shout out to the developer Dream Tea. They commented on my videos and y'all know that makes me happy. I played Night Shift. I played Let's Meet Tomorrow. I had a ball playing both games, so of course I had to give Applebag a try. Alright, so you might be thinking, what is Applebag? It sounds like a lot going on, so let me just break it down for you. I'm working at some type of convenience store, I believe. I work the night shift. I got some customers. They flirting with me, I'm flirting with them. You know, we have some disappearances going on in town. Okay? And at the same time, I'm trying to secure a date to this Halloween dance. So currently, day 0 through 4 is playable. So I'm just going to break this up into parts. And yeah, you're coming along with me. So come on, let's go check out Applebag. All right. So it says, welcome to the start of this wholesome and adorable romance game. To start your whimsical adventure in the enchanted world of love, I will need some information on the character you'll be playing. Oh, you already know my name. Let's do it. I did choose the name JD Bug. Yep. All right, wonderful. Now, tell me what gender you would like to play. All right. Okay. I am a woman. Yes. All right, notes taken. Final question. Please choose the pronouns. Sure thing. All right, quick player question. All right, so this game contains auditive whispering that can trigger or put some players in discomfort. Oh, I'm with it. Would you like to be informed when the moment has? No. Nope. Surprise me. I love a good surprise. All right, let's play Applebag. Okay, notice how they kept putting adorable romance. I was not getting that vibe when I was reading it on Itch.io. You can't fool me. Oh crap, did it just say no one? Hopefully no one gets killed. Hold up. If I could have described my life, I would have said that I was putting all my attention on my job. Okay. I lived in a small town, the kind where everyone knows everyone. It was situated near the edge of a vast forest in a secluded haven from the loud interferences of the outside world. As I unlocked the shop door and prepared for another night in this quiet rural town, the chill of September hung in the air, the leaves dancing with a gentle breeze. Oh, so it's like a nice fall set and I'm feeling it. It says the shop's interior was small but cozy and its narrow aisles were packed with an assortment of goods. The large shelves almost touched the ceiling, displaying an array of colorful products. I'd been working the night shift since July. Bless my heart, I guess. Alright, it had the best paying hours for the position and honestly, it was pretty easy to manage. I was always alone during this time. The owner trusted me enough to let me run the shop all by myself, even at night. I wasn't doing this only because of the extra money, even though it was a nice bonus. It was more for the solitude it offered me, the quiet moments in the midst of this old shop, and the fact that I was the one in absolute power until 6 o'clock, before Marie came to take her post. Fall had arrived, painting the town in hues of red, orange, and gold, while everyone came back from their holidays. The busy cacophony? The busy cacophony of people at work served as a reminder of my own stagnant life. The weight of doing nothing as a dropout felt like carrying an anchor in my pocket alongside the sparse pennies. I agree that living in a small town has its own perks, but watching everyone I grew up with evolve while I remained stuck was a blow to my sense of already declining self-worth. What made the shop special was its 24/7 schedule, convenience for the nearby college students, and its regulars who relied on it for late-night purchases. Speaking of regulars, just a few minutes into my shift, she appeared as usual like clockwork. All right, who is this? Okay. The woman had a warm smile and the kind of eyes that drew you in. They sparkled with joy as she nodded at me in a silent greeting. Once inside, she instinctively gravitated towards the beverage aisle. She first started to show up in August and has kept her regular visits since then. I was pretty sure she had moved here during the summer. I remembered, Agath? I'm gonna go with Agath. Agathy? I feel like Agathy is not correct. I'm gonna say Agath. And if that's wrong, I'm sorry. I remembered Agath mentioning her once or twice during our conversations, but somehow I never caught her name. I never caught her name. Living in a small town meant new faces were easy to spot. Also, dressing in all pink made her stick out like a neon sign. It's crazy how in such a short time she went from the unknown girl, the unknown girl to the woman who buys energy drinks twice a week. She might want to slow on that just a little bit. Okay? I wondered how her poor heart handled all this. That's what I'm saying. Okay, see, me and my character, we're one, all right? I was deeply lost in my thoughts and got startled when I heard her voice.
They changed the packaging?
Oh, I do like a little voice acting. Oh my god. Did they? Finally, huh? It's been months. I was beginning to think they forgot what a decent packaging was. This radiant girl chuckled in agreement as her eyes scanned the shelves.
I guess they like to keep us on our toes.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I love it.
I'll add them to my collection. They're pretty.
Okay. She took an assortment of different flavors and put them all on the counter for me to scan. So what is it? She looked at me with a soft smile, seemingly excited about having a discussion with someone. So, how's life in the slow lane today? Oh, same old thrilling town, watching the season change through the window and trying not to lose my mind in the process. But, hey, it's the regulars like you that make it worthwhile. Regular? I don't think I come here that often. You come here twice a week. I see you more than I see my parents. My little teasing earned me a second chuckle from the girl.
Oh, well, I guess I just kind of got into the habit of passing by there.
And buying them energy drinks.
It's kind of funny how routines can be boring, yet comforting.
She shuffled, pressing her weight from one foot to another. I can always count on these drinks and your friendly face if my work night sucks. Oh, okay, fair enough. It's nice to see you around as well. Thanks. Her gaze lingered on my clothes as if searching for something. That's when I realized she was searching for my name tag. Suddenly, it struck me at that moment that despite our regular encounters, we hadn't actually introduced ourselves. Prior to this exchange, we were, in fact, strangers. I'm Jadybug. Well, hello, Jadybug.
My name's Isata.
Alright, so we have Isata. Okay. I can't believe it took us that long to learn each other's names. If I knew it would have been this easy to ask, I would have tried to ask you way before. You seem so sweet, Thank you. Being approachable is part of the job description, but you're sweet too. Anything else you're curious about today? Alright, Isata's magenta eyes twinkled mischievously. I'll spare you the philosophical questions for now, but I must know. Have you ever tried one of these energy drinks yourself? Preferably like an Alani. An Alani is pretty cool. Other than that, not really. I can't say I feel like we've all had Red Bulls, but I don't drink energy drinks like regularly. Me? Oh no. I prefer to maintain the illusion of being an all-natural, uncaffeinated marvel of human energy. She laughed, a warm melodic sound that filled the shop. Well, in that case, I'll have to carry the energy torch for the both of us. You work all night? Yeah, until 6 a.m. Then I finally head to bed. I can't even judge you, when I also sleep at the same hour. So, Isata and I continued our lighthearted banter, our voices creating a melody while the only other sound being the rustling leaves outside. I heard the new history teacher has late night visitors as well. Who? Rats. This is the start of something bad, I'm telling you. Speaking of late night visitors, what is she talking about? Wait. It's amazing how students from the nearby campus always seem to find their way here, don't they? Yeah, it's a solid 10-minute walk in the dark with these broken streetlights. I don't know what the town hall was waiting for. Everyone has been complaining about it. They should really change the lights before someone gets kidnapped or murdered on this road. I mean, that's one way to put it. I'm not mad at her for that. That's a bit extreme, don't you think? Nuh-uh. Creeps live here, and this road is like the perfect murder spot if you're alone. That's why I never take that path. Wise decision. You heard what happened to the florist's son last week? Yes, poor Henry. They really need to fix the potholes in the road as well. I even complained about it months ago. Ooh, who else came in? It says the doorbell took my attention away from Isada, whose head mirrored mine as we both leaned on the counter. A group of students burst into the shop, bringing a whoosh of cold air inside. They were loud and energetic despite the late hour. The girls carried purses with papers and books, while the guys had that unmistakable post-study disheveled hair of people who've fallen asleep mid-lesson. Here they are, the campus night owls, looking for their study fuel, or perhaps just to get drunk. So, am I selling alcohol? What I got here? My remarks earned me smirks from the students as they stopped by the first aisle. A girl with long strawberry blonde hair broke away from the group to check out some of the snacks further in the back. The rest of them stayed in the front of the first aisle next to the door, seemingly not interested in looking around. With my eyes fixated on the only actual client, I got caught off guard by what the rest of the group were suggesting. I mean, bent over like that? Ooh, she's trying to get some freebies. Isada's discomfort was palpable as the students kept making inappropriate remarks, and that was when I understood that they were talking about her. She worked on putting the drinks in her bag to leave. One of the guys with a not-so-subtle leer on his face continued with his comments. You sure you need all that caffeine, sweetheart? I can keep you awake all night for free. Lame. Ew. Isada's cheeks went red with embarrassment as she avoided eye contact while in a rush to leave. Stop, can't you see you're making her uncomfortable? She's clearly gay or some shit. I mean that. Y'all, I'm not gonna go on my rant, but listen, some of y'all make it real hard to be a girl's girl, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Would explain the weird fit. What a waste for her to be a lesbian, right? Staying at the counter, Isada nervously held on to her bag tightly, not moving a muscle. Worried, I leaned over, quietly asking her if she needed me to intervene. Still frozen, she took a moment before shaking her head.
I don't want to cause a scene.
Get him out of here. Like, what? I run this store. Get out. Leveling my gaze, I looked at the nonchalant group who were giggling amongst themselves. What a bunch of jerks. All right. So I can either listen to my friend real quick, or I can stand up. I run this store. This is my shit, okay? All right. I know she want to lay low, but y'all not finna come in my store and act crazy. Let's get it. I was exactly. Okay? I was in charge of the shop, and there was no reason for her to be treated that way because some jackasses decided to act up. Thank you. Hey, that's enough. See, no. I didn't come strong enough. I didn't come strong enough. Talk about some, hey, that's enough, guys. You're being jerks. Shut up or get out. That's not tough enough. I was just big and bad just now. For me to say that? All right. No, I should have came tougher. Aside from one of the girls who seemed surprised to hear me shout, I was shouting. I guess so. The group looked unfazed and unapologetic. Yeah, because I sounded like a dweeb. What? We're just talking. Talking a lot of shit. Let me be clear. Okay. Let me be clear. You're in my shop, and your nasty comments only amuse you. Oh, no, now it goes lame. You're making both me and another customer uncomfortable. No, see, I'm too political with it. And I get it. I'm on the clock. I'm being professional, but y'all would have just heard me, get the fuck out. That's all. Get the fuck out. That's what I would have said. They would say, we just talking, and I would have said, and I said, get the fuck out. Like, what are we talking about? Isada started to look at her feet, doing her best to avoid being noticed. Shit, maybe I should have just focused on getting her out. Don't back down now. Don't back down now. I started this, so the least I could do was scare them a bit. Let's keep it respectful here, or I'm banning you all from the shop and making sure your comments are sent to your professors. I don't know your names, but I'll find them out and be sure that once I do, the harassment complaints will be sent. Okay, I mean, I feel like I mean well and I'm coming off strong, but I'm not coming off strong enough. Like I'm not scary enough. You feel me? Am I making myself clear? I moved from the counter, positioning myself between the group, and I started near the door.
Bye.
I got your back, girl. She didn't even say thank you. I got your back, girl. Taking this opportunity, she left in a hurry. I turned my attention back to the students, making sure none of them tried to follow her. Once she was far enough, I went back behind the register. Right then, the only thing that kept me from slapping those loudmouth douchebags was possible legal repercussions. With nasty looks, they all began talking lower, getting impatient to leave the place. The door is right there. The door right there. Just leave. Ain't nobody stopping you. Rowan, you done? No, you dicks. Don't rush me. Bitch, get faster. It's late. Language. See, that's because I ain't curse at them. Or no, I did. I said talking shit. Whatever. They seem to only take my words as mild annoyance because they went back to talking to each other with a condescending tone. It's because of these types of students that I'm glad I'm not stuck at uni anymore. The blonde girl I noticed earlier walked from the back aisle with some vegetable chips and a cherry Coke. You made us take a detour for vegetable chips again? It won't make you skinnier, you know?
Well, I'm hungry and already skinny, so shut the fuck up.
Everybody is funny and the voice acting is good. After what just happened, hearing someone swear at them felt great. The blonde girl turned her attention to me. Her teal eyes were so cold that they were almost piercing through me. It took me a few seconds to realize that her eyes were not focused on me, but rather the row of drinks on the shelf behind me. I stepped aside to let her choose in exchange. She offered me a shy smile.
Can I get a bottle of vodka, please? The fourth one on the shelf?
Vodka and cherry Coke? Okay. Not my choice. But maybe she's just using it for a chaser. Maybe she just shot it up. Big dog. Sure, I'll just need to see your ID. Yeah, give me a sec. She began to rummage through her bag, and her friends who seemed to have been done waiting walked towards the door. Hey, I'm paying. You guys can't wait for 5 seconds? Yeah, we'll just wait for you in the park. Be quick. They walked out the shop, leaving her rummaging through her bag. Clearly irritated, she began placing her personal belongings on the counter one by one, mumbling some swear words between her movements. I couldn't help but notice how messy her bag was. This girl had a lot of trinkets and clearly no space for any school supplies. It's not before she pulled out a damaged shark keychain that she sighed in defeat. I guess I was going to say, is everything okay? Oh, Jessica has my wallet again. Hey, Jessica, come back. Your girl trying to pay. Well, I can't. She cut me off. Every time I try to ask her, she cut me off. Yeah, I know. You're doing your job. Well, shit, I'm out of luck. I won't be buying anything because I can't. Sorry. It's not like I already had to skip lunch. Great. She groaned in frustration as she put her belongings back in the bag with no sense of organization. It wouldn't be a wonder if she lost more things in there.
Ugh, sorry again.
You got it, girl, no problem. You want to come back and get your stuff? That's cool. Just tell Jessica to give you your wallet. She stormed out, and I prepared myself to yell at her for slamming the door, but despite swinging it open with force, she gently held onto the doorknob to close behind her. Well, it could have been worse. The night was still young, and I felt left alone in the silence of the shop, ready to scroll on my phone. Before I could indulge in wasting some time online, I was reminded of an important task. Agath had asked me to take a look at the shop's broken television on an ancient artifact that she said was perfect for attracting clients. In her opinion, it can help strike a conversation with the older clients who need to talk with people to feel less lonely. The sentiment was noble, but I was pretty sure she simply used it to watch her shows because she didn't know how to use a phone. How old is she? I don't understand why she keeps this relic. The old TV was positioned over the corner shelves, so most clients could only hear it. If they wished to watch it, they would need to have their back faced towards the counter. In normal circumstances, it works well enough, but not that night apparently, so I had to get up and fix it. I struggled to not fall off the ladder while clicking the buttons of the old screen. Missing 20, definitely saying missing 20 years old Sam something. It was half working. It was fixed to the point that I knew that Agatha would be able to watch her shows the very next day. I wasn't going to dissect the entire thing. I've had enough with this antique. As I got down from the ladder, I felt a weird shift in the air, an eerie change in my surroundings that I couldn't quite put a finger on. Something was off. Yep. And now I feel it, and now I feel like I have goosebumps, because what is it? The night schedule, which was usually a blessing, felt more like a nightmare now. What? How did this? All I did was fix a TV. I couldn't help but glance over both of my shoulders, expecting to see something lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. Nothing. The quiet was no longer peaceful, but rather a prelude to something unknown, something that made my heart race. My breathing settled, almost coming to a stop. I felt my nerves go on high alert. The hairs on my neck stood up, and I started to shake as I clutched my phone tightly. Y'all know, hey. Oh, I guess you can't call 911 because it's no actual threat. The walls of the shop made me feel trapped. I turned around and almost screamed when my eyes met a towering figure that was observing me from the doorframe.
Are you still open?
Oh, whoa. Well then, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Trying to compose myself in front of the client, I began to awkwardly brush away the non-existent dust off my knees. Yes, the shop is open at all hours of the night. How can I help you? The strange person looked at me with tired eyes and the demeanor of a hyena that was unsure whether to feast on the prey in front of them or let it go. Not answering my question, they silently walked between different aisles. Goodness, I almost had a heart attack. Feeling that something was fishy, I went behind the counter and kept an eye on the gloomy client. This town was small, and new faces were easy to spot, which is why I was sure I had never seen this person before. Maybe it was because of their mask, but still, I would remember someone that tall. I was out of time to scan the new person as they approached me and placed all their products on the counter in silence. Okay. Having them watch me so intently felt like I was being judged. To ease up the tension, I tried to initiate small talk, but my voice came out strangely scared. So, how's the night? Day has been so far? I killed it. Yeah, that was great. Yep. Okay, yep, mission failed. I did a great job. Gosh, if I hadn't heard them talk 5 minutes ago, I would have assumed they were unable to. Silence being the default of our exchange, I lowered my gaze as I took a closer look at the items they were purchasing. Tissues, onions, honey, and an unusually large knife. So let me get this. They need to cut an onion because they're going to make something with the onion. They need the knife to cut the onion, and they need the tissues to dry their tears when they're cutting the onion, and the honey is for their tea later. I solved it. Why did we even sell knives like this? Since when? Judging by its size, it looked almost like a cold-blooded murder weapon, not something you typically get in a local shop. This knife is large enough to be considered a weapon, so I need to check your ID, please. For the first time since I tried to initiate a conversation, the person responded in a complete sentence.
Since when do shops need ID for that?
I don't know. It's the law. It is the law. Is it the law? I don't think I ever been ID'd for no knives. For firearms and registered ones, sure. But I was scared shitless right now, and I refused to be the one to sell the weapon that could be used as evidence after finding my dead body. The stranger sighed and went to put the knife back in the cooking section. They returned and shot me a sinister look, voice all low and gravelly.
Is everything okay now?
Oh, yeah, sure. That'll be 1461 euros. The person slowly walked back, took a small can of apple juice and added it on the counter. Okay, now that will be 1621 euros then? Anything else?
No.
Dang. Okay. They paid with coins, took their belongings, and headed straight towards the doors, almost running into someone rushing towards my desk. Can I charge my phone here, please? Sure, but, are you alright? Your makeup is a bit... She awkwardly turned back to fix her makeup, but it was obvious that she had been crying. Behind her, I saw a stranger standing outside as they opened their can. Well, at least I'm not getting murdered tonight. My phone died, so I just need to wait for a moment. I wordlessly pointed towards the outlet near my chair. She proceeded to plug her phone in and sat down quietly on the ground. Well, almost quietly. Oh, she hadn't eaten. Girl, just give her the vegetable chips. I could hear her stomach from where I stood, and I remembered her attempt to buy some chips earlier. Did you catch up with your friends? No. Aw. I saw her hesitate before she began to speak again. Those jackasses went to the park near the forest, not the one in town. I got lost on the way because my phone died. I couldn't wait 5 fucking seconds for me, I swear. I'm calling it a night, but I still have to walk to my dorm, and I am not walking through that creepy road by myself. That's good. Who knows what could have happened, especially since there are no streetlights there. What would have happened is me tasing one of them because they're the kind of stupid pricks who would wait in the dark trying to scare me shitless. I hope one of them breaks their ankle on a pothole. Whoa, for someone talking about their friends, it sure felt like she didn't appreciate them that much. That's what I got from that? Okay, why do you hang out with people like that?
They are tolerable at best and make my uni life less boring, I guess.
Okay.
I like hanging out with them after lessons. They are nice sometimes. I don't have any real interest in staying in touch the second I get home, I'll admit. But you can't really go to a party alone.
She's not wrong, y'all. She's not wrong. She playing the game. That's what she said.
Call them my social pass card.
She was shameless. I don't really have a better reason than the need to not be left alone. And hey, look who's alone. I really know how to choose them. Oh, I'm just working the night shift. Why did I just catch that? Like, what you just throw shade my way for? It's pathetic. Oh, she wasn't talking about me. She talking about herself because she alone. I was about to say, I thought she was throwing shade at me. Girl, let me relax. I'm on high alert now.
Oh, don't try it.
Oh, she keep cutting me off. I don't even get to read my line.
I know what I look like. You don't have to show pity or laugh at me. My night is shitty enough as it is. You probably have better things to do.
Girl, no, I'm just literally working a night shift. Like, what is happening right now? Saying that she wanted to be left alone, I stood up from my seat to take a walk around the shop, fleeing from her negativity. It's strange how people can act when they aren't in a group. Rowan seemed different than I had imagined, more genuine and self-aware. She was... okay, either a rude bitch, someone sad, or someone sad with an attitude. I don't want to call her rude because honestly, she's just annoyed. Like, we've all been there. Probably someone sad with an attitude. As I strolled between aisles filled with cans and peanuts, I spotted a package of vegetable chips. I dropped the bag of chips at her feet and went back to my seat behind the counter. Confused, she tilted her head, glancing between me and the snacks that were on her lap. I can't pay for it. It's a gift. You look like you need one tonight. Her cheeks turned pink and she silently opened the package, giving a small nod, almost as an inaudible thank you. She looked like she felt as much shame as she felt gratitude. That's because her friend. That's crazy. Oh. And I'm letting y'all know, the minute my phone would have turned back on, I would have been calling Jessica's ass and I would have said, "Give me my wallet back." Minutes passed and Rowan munched in silence, finishing the whole bag. My eyes wandered back to the strange customer who had still not moved from their spot in front of the shop. What you doing standing outside my shop drinking that apple juice? With onions, tissue, and honey. And they're not drinking it no more. They finished their drink. 911. Resting in front of the store wasn't a crime, but lingering there for over 40 minutes definitely didn't seem normal. Just when I was starting to freak out, a particular shiny presence pushed through the glass doors, lifting my spirits. Oh, hey! Welcome back! I saw her return to the shop with a sheepish smile on her face as she approached the counter. Hey, JD-Bug, sorry to bother you so late, but I seem to have lost my earphones. Oh, what color are they? Pink. Duh, they're pink. I can help you look around. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. She traced her steps back to the drink aisle when I took a good look around the counter, just in case something fell while we were talking. Getting on my knees, I scanned for any trace of pink, but instead caught an unusual shade of yellow hidden behind some boxes. What's that? It was not one of Agaf's bags, I was sure of that. Even stranger was what was inside. Are those lemons? Oh, a dozen. The name of the game is called Apple Bag. And I said, are those lemons? I could have guessed that. A dozen small yellow apples, too small to be harvested or be sustainable for eating. I could not fathom what use they would be to anyone. We did not sell these kinds of fruits, and by the look of them, they were probably not bought from a store. So why do I have this apple bag in my store? I stood up with a strange bag in my hand. Is it yours, Rowan? The blonde girl tilted her head towards me, eyeing the yellow bag with uncertainty. I know I've seen it somewhere before, but it's not mine. One of your friends, maybe? Nah, none of them would own that. It looks cheap. Oh, alright. Wait, how do you know my name? Oh, I simply caught it when your friends were being loud. They are loud. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's okay. She stared down at her phone, seemingly content with herself, and got up from the ground. Thank you again for the chips and, for allowing me to stay here. Yeah, sure. Don't catch a cold on your way back. Or don't catch a creep. Sure. As soon as she stepped out, I noticed the stranger didn't even flinch when Roman almost hit them with the door. That's enough. They were too creepy. I was gonna ask them to leave. I'm shocked you didn't before. I'm shocked I didn't before. Like what? With my heart pounding and the eerie tension still clinging to the air, I couldn't take it any longer. They had been standing in front of the shop for the past hour, and their presence was sending shivers down my spine. Oh, it is scary outside. Okay. Gathering courage, I cautiously approached the stranger outside, my footsteps barely making a sound. Oh, no. As I got closer, I don't like that. Their still figure in the dimly lit street took an even more unsettling appearance. Hey, what are you doing here? No response. Is this your bag? Is this your bag? They remained still. Their bangs covered half of their face. I edged closer, my fear mixed with frustration. Are you okay? Why have you been standing here for so long? As my hand reached out to touch their shoulder, a sudden realization washed over me. They were not standing, but they were slumped against the window shop, their eyes closed and breath steady. Are they asleep? They were asleep? This creepy customer was sleeping with a can in their hand. What? What? It says, relief and embarrassment flooded in simultaneously as I realized they had been asleep all along. I gently shook them, hoping that they would wake up immediately. Their eyes fluttered open, and they looked down at me with a confused expression, still half asleep. What? They blinked a few times, grogginess slowly dissipating as they looked around to understand where they were. Oh, I must have dozed off.
Sorry about that.
Are you all right? Could be better. Tonight has been awful. Oh, sorry about that. They glanced at me with their dark and tired eyes. I was wondering if they weren't already half asleep again.
Why would you say sorry?
Tension left my body as I huffed a small chuckle at their bashful look.
I'll get going.
Wait, have you perhaps... Yeah, exactly! Is this your bag? Did you forget the bag? The stranger looked at the small bag they were holding and patted their pockets in the movement of, where are my keys? Then shook their head in my direction.
Only took this one, I think.
Oh, it's okay then. So whose bag is it? I want to know your name. What's your name? Can I ask your name? Oh, they want to know my name too. Oh, cool. Because I'm JD Bug and you are? And you are? You're going to try to remember that because I was being nice. Okay.
Nighty-night.
And you are? Just disrespectful. Before I could even finish my question, they were already walking away. Once they reached the end of the street, they stopped in front of a house with a red door and a busted window covered with cardboard. For an instant, I was wondering if they accidentally took a wrong turn. But, okay. Yeah, because that sounds like an abandoned house. You're right. My questions got answered when they, took a key out their pocket and proceeded to walk right into the house. So, someone lived there. It's a shame I didn't get their name. They were probably also new in town. At least I tried. I'll ask Agath if she knows who that mysterious neighbor might be, because they're down the street, so... Noises from inside the shop brought me back to my obligations when I realized I had been staring at the empty street for a while now. Yeah, because I gotta help my girl find her, headphones. I was surprised to see Isada waiting in the front of the counter. Goodness, I forgot you were here. Already forgetting your favorite client. Who said you were my favorite? Am I not? I chuckled. Seeing Isada again was refreshing. For some reason, her presence made me feel at ease. Yeah, because the other customers were a little too much. Did you find your earphones? Yep, and busted. Someone must have walked on them by accident. Oh, sorry to hear that. Don't be, because that means I'm buying a new pair from you. Ooh, business? She chuckled and I took the opportunity to ask her about the bag. By the way, is this bag yours? For real, is this your bag? I just asked, is this your bag? Everybody. Somebody. She took a glance at the yellow bag before shaking her head and paid for the earphones. Never seen it before. Well, I'll put it in the lost and found and... but I hope its owner comes back soon. I don't want to deal with rotten apples. Hopefully they will. Any-hoosies. Dag, I got this bad habit from my boss. A habit? Yeah, saying stuff like any-hoosies or holy moly. Ah, that's mine. I don't know what I expected, but I was surprised when Isada took out a flip phone from her pocket. Speak of the devil. It was nice talking to you, but I gotta go. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you again. The pleasure is mine. See you in 3 days for my energy shots. Her jokes had worked on me. She chuckled all the way to the door. Once left alone, I let out a sigh as I sat down, tossing the apple bag in the corner of the shop. So I have this mysterious-ass bag. I found myself retreating back into the solitude of the shop as the events of the night played over in my mind like a haunting melody. Isada, Rowan, and that blue-haired sleepy person, 3 strangers who had crossed my path, each leaving a mark on me in their own enigmatic way. What a weird night. Okay. Listen, Dream Team knows what they're doing. I love how they just threw us in there, like everybody all at once, instead of like, oh, day one we meet this person, day two we meet this person. Like, no, we got thrown into the mix. Okay, listen, I'm going to pause the video right here. You guys already know what to do. You're feeling this video, you're feeling the vibe, you like the game. Okay, go ahead, like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to see you guys in the next video, right? Right? Okay. All right. Bye.